Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's live counter review using technical analysis. For today's session, the flow will be same as per usual. Firstly, I'll go through the economic calendar, then followed by the indices and commodities. Some of the sectors will be like the FAANGM, US banks, semicons, as well as EVs. And last but not least will be the counters that you have dropped in the Q&A below. So without further ado, I'll begin. This week, quite a lot of data, uh, and also a lot of Fed speaks as well. So tonight we have some Fed Governor Jefferson speaking about 1 hour's time. Master also speaking at around 9. Then we have tomorrow there's the OPEC monthly report. That's at 7 p.m. Then important one is the PPI data. That's at 8:30 p.m. And then also Powell will be speaking also at 10 p.m. tomorrow. Looking into Wednesday, we have CPI data. That's another important one out at 8:30 p.m. as well. Then also retail sales at 8:30 p.m. Afterwards, usual core inventories at 10:30 p.m. Moving on to Thursday, some Fed FOMC members speaking, Kashkari at 12 a.m., Bauman at 3:20 a.m. Then we have some building permits and housing starts data 8:30 p.m. Also with the usual jobless claims at 8:30 as well. Philadelphia Fed manufacturing index at 8:30. Afterwards, we have industrial production at 9:15. Then also some Fed FOMC member Harker speaking at 10:30 p.m. Then Friday, Bostage will be speaking at 3:50 a.m. Then Waller speaking at 10:50 a.m. Yeah, so mainly this week wise will be to look at Tuesday, Wednesday, the PPI and CPI data along with the Fed speaks along the way. Yeah, so that's for economic calendar. First up, I'll go through about the indices will be Bitcoin. So I think Bitcoin, last week wise, nothing much has changed, still in a range for now. Yeah, so from last week, still some resistance from this 64.5K level, this swing high over here. And then it pulled back a little to back test this trend line over here. So I think for now it's still looking okay. Looks like it's still holding above this 60.5K level, which was this key support previously. After this, looks like false breakdown over here. So as long as price can stay at a lot above this support level, I think it's positive for some further bounce ahead. So for Bitcoin, I'm more still more bullish for the time being, as it currently is still holding this support. So I'm thinking we should be able to see some bounce again towards like 65K again. Yeah. Then next up is Dow Jones. So Dow Jones has been one of the strongest index, still climbing up very well over the past week. Okay, so then also managed to fill this price gap over here around the 39.5K level. I think it could continue its momentum upwards to try and do a retest of the highs over here at 39.8, 39.9K level. So yeah, still very good momentum. I think could still hit higher for Dow Jones. Okay, next up is Nasdaq. Nasdaq has been rather sideways for the past week. I think some resistance over here, currently into a resistance area, which is like the 16.4K to 16.6K area. So I think we could see some further sideways for now. But overall, still looking rather positive, still seeing this rebound trend holding up well with higher highs and higher lows being formed. Yeah, so maybe some sideways consolidation and perhaps go higher if you can break the highs of last week. Now, the next one is on S&P 500. So S&P, I think S&P also trending well. So last week managed we saw a continuation of bullish momentum above this 5150 level over here. Then price also managed to go above this next resistance at 5,200. But for now, I think if it follows this ascending broadening wedge trend line right over here, we might see some resistance over here, maybe some sideways consolidation first. Yeah, then I think looking at the overall trend, there's still a chance to hit the previous high over here around 5260 over here. I think still looking positive for all three indices. Then next up is gold. Gold has been still sideways, but I think something to take note of was last Thursday there was a break above this resistance over here at around 2330. So I think as long as price can if can hold above here, we should be able to see like this is like higher low, high and higher high formation in the time being after a range consolidation. So I think still rather positive. If price can form a higher low, I think we could see price slowly go upwards again towards like 2390 2400 area for the time being. Yeah, so I think for now should be still rather quite slow, but it looks like price action wise is slowly picking up again. Then for oil is rather sideways as well. Yeah, so for last week it was actually in this range, finding support from this swing low at 77.5 over here. Then resistance was 79.5. So currently this horizontal level, which was the inverse head and shoulders breakout, is currently after the breakdown of it, it's currently acting as holding as a bit of resistance. So I think for oil currently we could see some continuation of this sideways for the time being. Yeah, unless there's a break above 79.5, then we might see price do a retest of maybe like 81, which is this next horizontal level over here. Then next one is VIX. Okay, VIX continue to pull back towards the support area, which is around the 11 to 12 zone. So this was previously a very strong support level. We might see VIX do a bit of a bounce over here, but overall I think the trend wise is still rather weak. So I think resistance wise we could see maybe like 14 to 14.8 should be the resistance area for now. I think probably won't be having too big spikes. Yeah, then next up, last but not least, will be copper. Okay, copper, I think still holding up pretty well. Rather some sideways consolidation over here, but still, you see price action wise is still rather strong with higher lows being formed. And then also recently broke above 4.64 and then also 4.69 over here. On Friday, it was upper week, but today looks like price action is bullish again. So I think we could still see copper going higher. Maybe next resistance, let me see. It may be like 4.8 based on the previous next resistance level. Yeah, so this is a summary of the indices and commodities. Next I'll go through the FAANGM sector first. So first I'll talk about Meta. So Meta last week, I think some nice price action. So managed to after some sideways, after the results gap down over here, price managed to break above 445 this level, and then broke above the 455 level as well, which was previous horizontal support over here. Looking at the broader term, longer term wise, right, I think it's looks like a recovery back above this trend line support over here. Following at first there was a breakdown below it following the results, but now there's a recovery back above. So and then recovery above the horizontal level. So that's positive. I think then you can see price slowly to grind up higher. But I think in the near term wise, it could meet some resistance close to the 485 level, which will fill this price gap over here. Then secondly, which will be a retest of this support level over here, previous strong support. So that probably we will see some resistance over here for the time being. Then I think price action wise, we might see some sideways consolidation again. Then current support wise will probably be around like maybe around 470, I guess. Yeah, probably around there. Yeah, which was this we can see price action rather sideways over here. So I think we might see some sideways going ahead. And then next up is Apple. Okay, Apple after the earnings gap up over here, currently it's just sideways. But I think we might still see some sideways consolidation for the time being. Over here, I think still no clue yet to how it might go. Yeah, but I think if it does do a retest of maybe like if it goes a bit lower, like 179, 180, I think should be able to find some support. Given that this is a key level which was a prior horizontal support over here and then turned into a resistance. So this is a key level. If it does a bit of a pullback, I think should be able to get some support here. Then currently resistance is the highest form after the gap up over here, which is around 186, 187. Yeah, so let's see how it goes. It might continue a bit of a sideways for the time being. Next up is Amazon. Okay, Amazon has been trending quite good as well. Last week was rather sideways in the tight range. So consolidating at near the previous high, near 189, 190. Okay, so I think for now we might still see a continuation of the sideways for the time being. Might see some resistance along this trend line as well, but I think overall still okay as long as price holds above 184, 185 this level, which was this some slight resistance over here before price broke up and did a bit of sideways. So I think as long as price can stay above 184, should be still positive for Amazon to try and make new highs. The next one is Netflix. Okay, Netflix, I think a bit similar pattern to Meta in my opinion. So after results, there was gap down, then also below this trend, this blue color trend line again. Then afterwards, we see price sideways and broke back above 580 this level, and then actually feel this price get over here, but then some started to do a bit of sideways over here. So I think looks like from the looks of it, we might see some further sideways for the time being. With with support, I think current support should be around close to 590-ish around here lah. So I think probably some sideways price action for the time being. Yeah, if the resistance over here at 620 holds. Yeah. Okay, then next one is Google. Google, I think still looking positive. So after the earnings gap up, it did a retest of this trend line. Previously was a resistance over here. Then currently it held as a support. So resistance turn support at 163, 164. And you can see price bouncing and currently do a bit of sideways. So I think overall still positive as long as you see price holding above this trend line, which is around 164, and as well as this recent lows, then we should be able to see price continue to consolidate. Maybe you do a retest of the 174, 175 swing high resistance over here. Yeah. So currently a bit sideways as well, but it's still positive when looking at the recent price action. Then next one is Microsoft. Okay, I think Microsoft price action wise also looking quite okay. So last week was rather sideways as well along this key horizontal resistance at 1412. I can see price action is still quite strong. Previously there was a pullback over here, pullback. And this time there's only a slight pullback. Show that buyers are willing to come in at higher levels at around 406 over here. So I think as long as I think still looking more positive for more upside. Should be able to test this 420 resistance, this support breakdown, then we might see some sideways again, but I think overall trend should continue to trend higher slowly towards the highs again at 430 around there. Yeah, as long as this 410 breakout level is able to hold for Microsoft. So in terms of the FAANGM wise, I think their charts are still looking pretty good for now. Yeah. Then next one I'll talk about the banking sector, which is I'll start with XLF. So XLF, I think we can see a recovery in terms of the price after breakout of this downtrend resistance line from the start of last week, and then managed to clear this resistance at 41.2, which was this prior range support breakdown. So with that, I think positive. We are likely to see a retest of the highs again at 42.2 over here. Then we might see some sideways afterwards for the time being. Yeah. So, but some recovery. Yeah, you can see the recovery in terms of the price action. Okay, next one is JP Morgan. So JP Morgan also quite bullish actually. So after price did some sideways over here at the prior support term resistance at 194, then later half of the week managed to break upwards to actually retest the highs at close to 199,200. So with that, I think for now there might be some slight resistance over here still from the previously was quite a strong resistance. So we might see price do a bit of sideways, but I think we can expect a higher low being formed given the recent bullish trend over here. Yeah, so maybe for now support could be at around, I think around 195 around there. Yeah, then if that holds, we might see price continue to trend higher. The next one is Wells Fargo. I think Wells Fargo is the strongest of the four banks. So Wells Fargo price action wise very strong still. Price pulled back slightly, then found a base over here at 59, and continue to do a U-shape upwards. We'll retest the highs at 61, and then Thursday, Friday, you can see a break upwards. So with that, I think it's a new high. Should be able to see price continue to go higher, I think, with the recurrent trend. Looks like it just continue to form a range breakout and range breakout again. Okay, the next one is on Bank of America. So Bank of America also, I think is quite good as well. So did another retest of the resistance at 38.3. Then this was after forming a higher low, which was this support breakdown over here previously. So now held as support again, 37, then went out to retest the highs again. So here, I think we should be able to see price make a new high above the recent 30.3 resistance. So next key resistance wise, let me see, should be able to go towards 40.2 lah. 40.2 previously was a key support back then. That will probably be a next level that price should be able to test if it continues to go upwards. Then last but not least is Citigroup. So Citigroup also quite similar pattern to Bank of America, just now the chart. Also higher lows while testing the resistance at 63. So with that, I think with this range build up over here, I think with the higher lows should be able to see a higher high being formed as well. So next key resistance level, I think to watch out for is around close to 66, I think. Yeah, around 66 over there. So that's for the US banks. I think overall some good recovery in terms of the share price. Also either they are around the previous high or above it already. So I think we could see a continuation of the momentum, bullish momentum going forward. The next sector I'll talk about is the semicons. So for semicons, I think also quite okay for now. Price action wise, look at the Philadelphia Semiconductor Index, SOX, managed to break out of this downtrend channel resistance last week. And then what it did was actually just a sideways, but still holding well for now. Given that some sideways is expected because this was a prior support breakdown at 4,800. But I think as long as we can see price action break above it, right, should be able to see it go higher towards 5,000 again to test this next level over here. So I think overall still quite positive. Just need to observe for when this consolidation we can see a break upwards. Then moving on to individual counters, first up, Nvidia quite sideways last week. So this was after it did a retest of the previous resistance at around 905 to 920 area. So some sideways, but I think still positive. As price maintained above this 880 breakout level over here, still holding well. And then looks like it's also trending in this uptrend channel for over here for now. So as long as holding above 880 and then this channel support, which is around 870, I think should be able to go higher as long as it can break above the range consolidation of last week. Yeah. Then next resistance level upwards probably around like 950 to 970, I guess. So that's the next resistance zone for Nvidia. Okay, the next one is AMD. So AMD, I think also okay for now. Also did a bit of a range consolidation last week. But recently, I think price action wise still holding a double bottom, then some rebound. Can count this as a gap fill over here at close to 158. Then some sideways. So I think for now looks like this horizontal level at 150 is currently acting as a support. As long as we can see price hold above here and then punch up again, I think we should be able to see a retest of these 161, 162 levels soon again. Then maybe it does a bit of sideways again and continue trend higher. Yeah. Okay, next one is TSM. TSM also quite bullish end to the week. So initially it was some sideways, but price action managed to stay above this 13139 level. Then I think Friday we had this gap up over here, above the resistance of 146. So I think quite a strong price action over here. I think we should be able to see price continue to trend upwards towards like the next resistance level like 153, then followed by 157 over here, as long as price can manage to hold this break above 146. Okay, next one is Marvel. Okay, for Marvel, still quite sideways for now. Okay, but good thing is that after this bounce from the support at 63, we're seeing a very tight range being formed over here, around 67.5 to the resistance at 70. So I think that's a good sign. Price can form a higher low in a tight range. I think some good chances of a breakout above 70 again to retest like resistance at 73.5 out there. Yeah, so maybe some sideways for now still, but if that can price can show some bullish break upwards of this resistance, should be able to see a retest of the higher resistance level. The next one is Micron. Okay, Micron also very tight range, but I think it's a good price action, break out above this downtrend resistance line, and then continue to form a higher high and higher low. Standing above 117, 116, 117, which was this resistance, as well as the previous support. So for now, finding some resistance at 121, which was this horizontal support level. I think some sideways over here, I can can punch above this level. I think to be able to climb higher towards a retest of like 126, 127 as the next resistance. Yeah. So I think Micron's price action is still quite bullish for now for some higher highs to be formed. Okay, then next one is Broadcom. Okay, Broadcom also quite sideways last week, but still positive, higher lows being formed along the way. So I think as long as price can hold above this 1280 level over here, we should be able to see it do a retest of this 1350 swing high. Then afterwards it could continue to trend higher towards like 1004 again. Yeah, so it looks like a slow move upwards again, but price action wise still quite positive. And last but not least, I'll talk about Intel. Okay, Intel one of the weaker ones. Okay, over here, I think currently is in a bit of a range consolidation. Retesting the support again at around 29, around the 2950 level. But I think we might see some end to this downtrend price action soon. Looks like price retested a low, but indicator is crossing upwards and then higher low is being formed. So maybe some bullish divergence starting to form at this 29 support level. So I think for now, maybe still some sideways for now first until we see some bullish price action again there. Maybe price could do a bit of recovery. Yeah, so this is for the semicons. I think overall quite sideways last week, but then I think it's some consolidation at their respective resistances. If you can break out, then I think overall should be able to trend higher this week. Yeah, then last sector I'll talk about is the EVs. First up, starting off with Tesla. So for Tesla, I think last week, I think not a bit weaker. So this 179 level at first was able to hold as a support for the bounce, but then Tuesday onwards, it just broke down up below to fill this gap over here at 171. Then on Friday, price action wise continue to form a lower low. So I think not so good for now. We might still see price going a bit lower, maybe like towards like 160, this horizontal support level again. Yeah, given the the recent pullback over here. Yeah, so maybe some deeper pullback to come for Tesla for now, but let's see when it starts, when it stops, and this pullback starts to form a base, then maybe price can rebound from there. Okay, next one is Xpeng. Xpeng, yeah, also a bit weak last week. Did manage to hold this breakout above 8.2, 8.3 or over here and see price going back down. So if we continue to find resistance at this level, I think we could see some like further pullback towards maybe possibly a gap fill over here at 7.1, 7.2 level. Then before it finds some support. Yeah, so a bit weak for Xpeng again for the time being. And for new, yeah, new also over here consolidated, but then couldn't hold at 5.3, 5.4 level. So we might see price going a bit lower again towards like 4.7, 4.8 to retest this horizontal level breakout. Then before it might do a bit of bounce again. And last but not least, talk about Rivian. Rivian also sideways for now, but I think from a retest of this prior support and resistance at 10.6, 10.7, after then we had this some sideways consolidation for time being. So I think we might still see some sideways still for now. And so in terms of EV sector wise, price action wise last week, not so strong. We might still see some further pullback ahead. Yeah, if they can't go above some of the levels that they broke down. Yeah, so that's it for the sectors. I'll move on to the to your questions. So first up is TZA. Okay, TZA direction small cap bear 3 times. So I think for this recent price action wise, it's quite a bit bearish. So broke was over here when price wasn't able to hold this trend line at around 20. And also broke down this horizontal level at 19.7 and continue to pull back. So I think currently we might still see this pullback going a bit for lower. Yeah, maybe we see another retest of like 17 again, this support level. Yeah, for now it's currently still pulling back over here. Okay, then next one is SMCI. Didn't cover just now. Okay, SMCI. Okay, still some resistance from this trend line over here at 825, 830. Yeah, but I think good thing is that it's forming a very tight range over here. So if price can do a bullish candle again here, then I think there might be a good chance that for a break out of this channel, because I see that there's some bullish divergence where price like form this low again after the results where it was supported at 710. Looks like starting to turn positive MACD with a higher low. RSI as well forming a higher low. So I think maybe some also previously when I look at like when it hit the channel resistance, there was always a larger pullback, but this time it's managed to consolidate a tight range. I think I'm still a bit more positive for a possible breakout if there's a bullish candle over here. Then maybe it could do a retest of like 8, close to 900 over here again. Yeah, that's my take on SMCI. Okay, hi BY. Your first contact is Berkshire. Okay, Berkshire, I think some it's like a W bottom over here, and then some range consolidation. Price managed to break above this resistance at 410 on Friday. So I think I'm still a bit more positive. I think could price could continue to trend higher towards like next resistance level around 415, this breakdown over here. Yeah. I think near term wise should be able to trend higher. The next key resistance will hit around 420. Yeah, as long as price can stay above this 410 level breakout, I think it should be okay. Then GLW is Corning Incorporated. Okay, price action wise, I think still okay. After the earnings, you'll see this gap up over here, cleared above this resistance at 33. Then some consolidation before Wednesday. There was this bullish candle, taking out all these consolidation candles over here. So I think with that, as long price can stay above like 33.80 this breakout, I think it's quite positive for. I think it's quite likely for price to continue to trend higher. Next resistance level will probably be at 35 to 35.50 about that for Corning. Okay, next one is CVS Health. Okay, hi, CVS. After the gap down, rather sideways for the time being. I think for now, we might still see some sideways price action. Okay, let me see. There's some previous support levels. Okay, for now, it's still in a tight range. Okay. So I think we need to observe whether there's a break above 57 or the break below 54. If the next support level below 54, likely be close to 50, around that 50.4. Then if there's a break above, I think the next resistance wise could be around close to 60.5 about there. Sorry, yeah. So maybe some consolidation still until we see a break of the direction. Okay, hi Melvin. Next one, your counters are Teva and SoFi. Okay, Teva is still looking quite bullish. So after the results, there was a gap up over here. Managed to punch over 15.6. Let me see. 15.6 prior resistance. I think could continue to trend higher. Let me see the next resistance level. Yeah, after this consolidation over here, price managed to break out after earnings. I think with this momentum should be able to trend higher towards next level should be around 17 about there, then followed by 18. Okay, then for SoFi, okay, SoFi rather sideways, but price still holding above this level at 6.9, which was this false breakdown over here, possibly. As long as price can stay above to form a higher low, I think maybe still some sideways for now, between like 6.9 to 7.2. Yeah, for the time being. But if can still hold above, then I think it's maybe some possible sign for to climb up to some rebound higher, like maybe like 7.4 again. But for the time being, I think still some sideways. Okay, support and resistance for ARM, SMCI, Palantir, and TSM. Okay, let's see. For ARM, I think for price action positive, so range consolidation, a break above 103. Then after the results, even though there was a gap down, but then price recovered back afterwards to hold this level. And then Friday we had nice bullish candle as well to retest 109. So I think with that, I think I'm still more positive. I think can continue to bounce higher for the resistance level. I think next one will be like 117 and 121 to actually retest the previous strong support over here. Yeah, after the breakdown. So that's the resistance. Then support wise, for now will be around this 108 level over here. See that pre-market is getting upwards. Yeah. Then SMCI, just now the support resistance. Okay, SMCI, I think support-wise should be around 780 to 795. The resistance-wise, I think if there's a break upwards, should be around 880 to 910. Okay, Palantir, next one. Okay, Palantir a bit weaker. So after earnings kept down and then continue the bearish momentum downwards, first support level will be this 20.3. Yeah, then followed by then afterwards, if it can't hold, then perhaps we could see maybe the price gap being filled over time lah. Like maybe 19 will be a next support level. Resistance for now will be around 21.5, then followed by around 22.2 about there. And TSM for now support will be the breakout of this 146. Resistance wise be 153, then followed by 157. So hope it answers your question. Okay, next one is Enphase. Enphase, I think nothing much has changed. Still some sideways price action. But yeah, last week was just quite sideways. Still finding resistance at 118. So I think for now the key is to see whether we actually do actually get a higher low continue to form over here. So if we can, then maybe we see another retest on this 118 again. Yeah, so I think price action wise still rather sideways for time being. Then Adobe. Okay, Adobe last week managed to break out. There was a breakout of this descending wedge holding a double bottom. Then price did a retest of prior support over here. Currently some resistance at close to 490s. Then do a slight pullback. I think it will be positive if maybe we see a back test of this breakout at 477. If it holds, then maybe you do a bounce again, then some sideways before going higher. So I think for now, I think the bullish view on this should be still valid now. So maybe just a back test of the resistance breakout. Okay, the next one is TLT. Okay, TLT after the breakout above 89, price retested this prior support breakdown level at 90.8. There are a slight pullback. I think for now, we might see some consolidation first. But I think my view is that I think should be able to continue to trend higher in this this leg over here to actually maybe retest like 92, which should be the next resistance level, as well as retest this downtrend resistance line. Yeah. Okay, hi Chan KC. Next your counters are Albert Mahler Malcolm Corporation. For this some rather sideways price action last week. Some still finding a bit of resistance from 133 over here, but I think for now it should be able to do what I think it should be able to do is a range consolidation between 126, 133 over here. Given the recent breakout of 126, then price is still holding quite well over here. So maybe some consolidation first before then it tries to break above 133 again. That's my take. Then for Qualcomm also some sideways, but price action wise, I think still positive. Earnings gap up over here, clear the resistance at 175. Then price is holding this resistance as support. Currently some resistance at 183. So maybe some sideways still, but if there's a break above this resistance, price should be able to trend towards new highs for Qualcomm. Next one is Palo Alto. So Palo Alto, I think it's continuing to trade this uptrend channel over here. So a bit of a slight pullback from the channel resistance for now, but I think should be able to still continue to form this trend of higher lows. Support probably around 290 to 294 for the time being. Yeah, I think it should be able to continue to trend in this channel. And resistance will be this recent high close to 310. Okay, then for Visa, I think for now, looks like trying to do a double bottom over here after finding support at 268. Then currently near the retest of the neckline at 280. So maybe over here we might see some resistance coming again between like 280 to 83. Might see some sideways. But you can continue to hold the higher low, then I think could continue to move higher. For now, support I think probably be around 278 this level. Okay, for PayPal, I think might be doing an ascending triangle over here. Still resistance above 68, where there was this gap up after earnings. Price sold down, then continue to pull back towards this trend line. So I think key now is to see whether there's a bullish candle that comes in to show support around here. Okay, then maybe price does do a bit of a sideways. But if there's a breakdown below, then maybe we see price going lower towards like 61 to 61.6 about there. Yeah, so I think you'll see some confirmation again for PayPal. Okay, next one is McDonald's. Okay, for McDonald's, still some range going on, but I think still okay with this higher low being formed at 266 after a pullback. Then on Friday, where this bullish candle come in. So I think chances are that should we retest this resistance area again at 278, then if it holds a higher low, then maybe price could go higher towards like 283 again. Yeah. So for this looks like a range consolidation zone for the time being. Okay, next one is a MasterCard. In MasterCard, I think it's still trading along this downtrend resistance line. But price action wise, recently some positive, but after this, when the price was supported around 440 over here, then did a rebound, cleared them from this 450 level again towards this downtrend resistance line. So if you can break out, I think price could do some recovery upwards towards like 464 over here, some resistance, then followed by 470. So I'm a bit more bullish for a rebound for MasterCard. Okay, next one is Motorola. So Motorola, there was a gap up after the earnings. Then very bullish price action. You can see retest of 355, then try to sell down, but then there was a bullish candle that came in again to show the buyers are in control. So I think with that, should be able to see new highs being formed. I think it's the new all-time highs also. So yeah, should be able to see trend continuation upwards for now. Okay, then for 40net, let me take a look. After the earnings gap down below this support level 62, then also below this 59.5 level. So I think with that, we might see price continue a bit of a pullback towards 56 as the next support level here. So 56 last time was a it managed to hold as a support after a earnings gap down as well. So maybe you could see a retest of this level over here, then see whether it holds. Okay, hi, next one is GE Aerospace. So GE Aerospace, I think is continue is grind upwards, but might see some looks like it's finding some resistance from this trend line over here. So currently a bit of a pullback. We might see it retest this 159 to 159 to 162 this range over here as a support again. Then maybe some sideways for time being. Okay, then for GE Healthcare, okay, this held the 76 level and started to be a rebound. And over here uh cleared like 79 and move higher. So with that, I think price should be able to gradually move upwards again. Continue move upwards towards a retest of like 84, 85 the area as a next resistance level. And then support wise will be around this 81.50 level that we broke out recently. Then for GE Vernova, I think it's still okay. Price action wise continue to trend slowly upwards. Yeah, so maybe it's like a uptrend channel. Higher highs, higher lows. So yeah, still looking positive. Should be able to continue forming new highs as long as it stays in the channel. And above the 163 level. Okay, hi Boo Xiong. Encounters Norwegian Cruise Line. Norwegian Cruise Line, some after earnings sell down over here, there will be a range consolidation over here at a support of 15.8. So over here, I think nothing too much, still just some range consolidation. Need to see whether price can break above this 16.3 level for some recovery. The next recent level will be close to 17 lah. Then yeah, then if it breaks below like 15.5, then next support level will be 15. So still some range consolidation. Need to see how whether it breaks up or downwards. Okay, then on Vista Energy, I think still price action wise still quite good. Last week we saw a breakout. So with that, should be able to hold higher low. Then maybe currently just some range consolidation, but should be able to form a higher low with the recent breakout and trend higher. Okay, then for Marathon, I think for time being is like range consolidation. Yeah, so just some range between like resistance at around 20, then support around 15, 15.8 about there. So maybe this range will still continue for time being. Okay, next one is Roblox. Okay, after earnings, there was a huge gap down over here. Did a retest of a horizontal level previously, which was around 29.50. Starting to see a bit of bounce there, but I think you might see some resistance for time being around like 32 to 34 area over here. So I think for now, you might see a bit of a bounce continue upwards, but maybe perhaps some bit of a resistance in the near term. Okay, then next one is Akamai. Akamai also gap down after the earnings. Okay, for now, I think it could continue to trend lower towards some lower support levels. If it can't hold this, if it can't hold this level at 92, it might continue to trend lower towards like 88 or 88 to 89 about there. So for now, you still need to see, I think you still need to see more candles how it goes with a fresh this gap down over here. Okay, hi Wing Hong, Prologis as well as service now. The Prologis, I think starting to uh move up slowly. So after this gap down, price sort of stabilized, build a range over here. Recently broke out this range consolidation, resistance at around 105, 106, holding above it. So I think positive for continue to climb upwards. Maybe a slow grind towards like 111 again, might be the next resistance. So I'm starting to do a bit of rebound over here. Then for service now, I think maybe some recovery ahead because looks like some reversal starting to form on these low high lower lows. Over here on Tuesday last week, looks like a higher low was being formed from the recent lows at 690. So with that, also is challenging this resistance again at 733. So I think as some price can break above it, I think maybe more bullish in the near term for some further rebound towards 755 at next resistance level. Yeah, okay, this looks like a double bottom. So with that, and price should be able to go higher as long as you break above this resistance. Okay, Apple support and resistance. Let me check again. Support should be able to be at 190, 179. Resistance for now is at 186, but then if there's a break upwards, the next resistance will be close to 190, 191 for them. Okay, there's a question, should wait for PPI data to be out before starting invest in US stock? Okay, so I think the major data, PPI and CPI, which is on Tuesday and Wednesday night this week. I mean, nobody will know how it will go. Okay, there could be a large swing up or down in the indices. And then I think if you are looking to buy before that, then I think you must be mentally prepared that should be able to expect a large swings in terms of the stock prices. It will be volatile. So I think if you are waiting to, I think if should be able to, it should be safer to actually wait out after the data, how it goes, then maybe see the price action then go in, I think. Yeah, if you go in before that, you have to endure all the volatility that comes in these 2 days. So that's my opinion. Okay, sell in May and go away. Any historical data? Okay, I think I managed to do some further research on your question. So thanks for asking again. So last week I mentioned that S&P has a win rate about 8 in 10 over the past 10 years, about average return 4%. Then I think I did some further research on Dow and Nasdaq. Dow is about 7 in 10. The average return is a bit lower, about 2%, but still positive. Then Nasdaq is strongest with about 8 in 10 win rate. Returns is the highest, average return about 6 to 7%. So this is considering hold if you hold between the May to October period, then I think there's a high probability that you'll be able to get a positive return out of it in the past 10 years for the indices. Yeah, so actually this sell in May and go away, I think this phrase is probably outdated when you look at the recent market data. Yeah. So it's probably more applicable to the past, in my opinion. Okay, thanks for asking. It's a great question. Okay, hi James. Your counters are Nestle. Okay, Nestle, I think it started to reverse upwards. So after this downtrend over here, price did like a double bottom over here at 99. Then after here, we see a range consolidation, and then there was a break above this 103, 104 resistance over here. So I think price should be able to climb higher towards a retest of like 106, 106, 107 again as a big resistance. Yeah, so I think it should be able to rebound, continue its rebound in this reversal for Nestle. And for PH is Parker Hannifin Holdings. For this, I think very strong uptrend overall. Then recently, some slight range consolidation. So earnings that was kept down, but then price subsequently recovered upwards. So that's a bullish bias already. Then the retest of the high, this swing high of 5 is 6.8. We should see maybe some slight pullback. But then I think near-term wise support should be this for around 555 level over here. You might see some range consolidation first. Then I think should be able to break highs, new highs again. Yeah. Hi, Phyllis bots ETF. So bots is the global X robotics and AI ETF. So looking in terms of the recent price action, it's a breakout of this downtrend resistance line. Price did a retest of this broken support 31.3. Currently is doing some sideways consolidation. So I think with that, yeah, we might see some continue sideways first. I think support will be around like 30.8, 30.9. I think once it finish this consolidation, I think I'm still more bullish. It could continue to trend higher, where the next resistance will be around like 31.7 and followed by 32.3 about there. Okay, hi Christopher, your what is Exxon Enterprise. Okay, for Exxon Enterprise, another retest of the resistance 325. Then, but then after we have this gap down after the earnings and price continue to go down. So I think for now, to see whether this support at 300 is still able to hold. But if it can't, then maybe we see a lower lower low to retest like 290 again. Yeah, for now I think maybe some pullback first, given the test of the resistance before this gap down that took place and then subsequent sell down. So maybe some further pullback first and consolidation and see how it goes. Okay, next one is UnitedHealth. Okay, UnitedHealth, I think positive. So after the earnings gap out over here, there was a range consolidation. Then price managed to break above 495, this range level, resistance level, and then did a retest of this downtrend resistance line. So I think with that, quite good price action we are seeing recently. Currently it did a retest of this broken support 515. So maybe some sideways first. But I think should be able to continue from a higher low and then continue to trend upwards towards the next resistance level at 525, this level. So I think overall should be able to trend up slowly, trend higher. Yeah. I think still around 15 minutes. I think you can still feel free to leave more questions in the Q&A. I think still got time to we can discuss more counters. Yeah, so I think next one is Bumi Tama. It really is a Singapore counter. I think for now, I think price action wise, some pullback recently. Uh, yeah, we see starting to see a lower high being formed, and then resistance at 70 cents, and price is pulling back. Should be doing a retest of the support at around 65.5 cents to 66.5 cents over here. Then you might see some continued sideways first. Yeah, so I think for now some breather after this run over here. Q5T is Far East Hospitality Trust. Okay, Far East Hospitality Trust, I think nothing much has changed. Still remaining in this range trading where support is like close to 60 cents, 60.5 cents. Resistance will be around 63.5 cents. So for now, I think still remaining in this range consolidation. Okay, next one is Teladoc Health. Okay, for this counter, I think it's still quite bearish for the time being. Looks to be finding resistance along this downtrend resistance line, and then price broke down this 12.8 level recently. So we should be able to see some continuation of this bearish momentum downwards. So let me try to find the next support from the historical levels. Okay, next one, I think below that, this is back in 2016. It's like 11.4, then 10.3, then 9.4. Yeah, about there. Okay, then next one is GameStop. Okay, GameStop recently there was a surge over here, also increase in volume. Yeah, then I think it looks like recently looks like a short squeeze took place again. Like pre-market is around 24. So looking at that resistance level, it could test this 26, 27 resistance again before it starts to pull back. Yeah. But yeah, I mean it's recently there's some craze about it again. So let's see how it goes. Then okay, I'll answer a question in the chat first. From Emus, can look at dynamic. Okay, dynamic. Okay, dynamic Singapore counter to SGX. Recently after the breakdown of this uptrend channel, price started to pull back. Also broke below this 39 cents level, is range support. And I did a retest of this lower horizontal level at 36 cents. Then currently doing a rebound. But I'm expecting a resistance at this 39 cents level. Given that it was a price support, then now should be able to see a resistance over here. Then also given that this has turned from an uptrend to a current downtrend, more potentially. So probably a lower high being formed over here, then price could turn down again. Opinion. Okay, then next one is on Disney. So Disney, after the earnings, it was gapped down, not so nice below this all the previous support over here, 107. Then I think currently turn into resistance. So for now, looks like some sideways, possible sideways between like 104 to 107 if it holds this tight range. Below 104, next support level should be around like 102 lah, 102, and followed by 99. We should do a gap fill lah. So let's see how it goes. And then for next one is ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil last week was quite sideways. Think for now still currently it looks like for now still pulling back. Yeah, maybe in this channel over here. So for now, maybe still some sideways or down for a lower or price to test some lower levels again. Like next support downwards will be around 113. Yeah. Yeah. For now, resistance is this 119 level, which was this support, which price bounce, then afterwards break down over here, then continue to find resistance still. This one is on Pfizer. Okay, Pfizer, I think recently there was a breakout, looks like a breakout of this downtrend resistance line. Then also price, they are back test and probably move higher. So I think for now, some resistance at this 28.2 level, but so you might do some sideways over here, but you can clear again. I think should be able to move higher upwards towards like 29. Sorry, 20, yeah, about 29 level as the next resistance. Yeah. So I think still looking okay. High Chan KC. Next one is 700, which is 10 cent Hong Kong. Okay, for now, recent price action quite sideways, but then price, good thing is that price retested this 360 prior horizontal resistance, holding as support, and then today there's a break above 370 again. So I think with that, we could see a continuation of this the bullish run towards to test the next resistance upwards, which is like around 393 now. So I think possibly should be able to continue its uptrend after this sideways consolidation. And this one is some other Hong Kong counters as well. 961 is JD. So for JD also similar, some sideways tight range over here. But I think should be able to see some breakout if it clears this the recent resistance to go to do a test of like 139 to 144 as next resistances. Okay, then 9988 is Alibaba. Alibaba also bullish, breakout of 76, and they are back test and move higher. So I think with that should be able to test like 84 as the next resistance. Yeah, then also maybe 86 also from this test out. That would be a test of this trend line resistance as well. Yeah, so 84 to 86 as the next resistance. And 939 is a China Construction Bank. Okay, I think this is quite powerful because there was a breakout of this strong resistance level at 5.2, 5.3. So price section wise should be able to go higher towards to test like the next resistance at around 5.8. 0.8 then followed by around 6.1, 6.2 there. Okay, IP is 2,800. Tracker fund of Hong Kong ETF units. Okay, I think price should be able to go higher after the breakout of 70 over here, then a tight range over here, but then price continue its bullish momentum. So if they're likely to test this 19.3 resistance, I think should be able to go higher than that towards like the major resistances like 20.4 to 20.9 over here. Yeah, so I think should be able to see continuation of the bullish momentum. And there's a question on Genting Singapore. If for Genting today gap up over here, did a retest of this price support and then some resistance at 94 cents. So I think for now we might get a bit of a range if it continue to hold this 94 cents as a resistance. Support should be around 91 cents currently. Yeah. Then I think if it can see 94 cents being broken, then I think could continue to go higher to test like 97 cents next. 97 to 98 cents. Or maybe to fill this price gap over here. Okay, I think there's a question also in the chat. SIA as well as Xiaomi. So for SIA recently also quite good range consolidation. Then there was a breakout 6.6. And price, I think price should be able to trend higher towards like 6.9 as a next resistance level over here. Then afterwards will be, if it goes higher, then maybe to start to fill up this price gap slowly. Then next resistance is like 7.1. Okay, then for Xiaomi. Xiaomi also just continue to gradually trend higher. So I think generally all the Hong Kong counters quite strong. Should we will see some higher levels? So the next resistance level probably 20.8, then followed by 20, close to 23. Okay, then next one is Meituan. Meituan is 3690. Okay, for Meituan, also quite good. Recently broke above this uptrend channel over here. Then did a range consolidation, still holding up the uptrend. Then yeah, it looks if you can break above 1, 2, 3, should we will see 129, then 138, 129, 138. Yeah, so that's for the Hong Kong counters. Okay, I think I'll end today's session over here. You can see a lot of interest in the Hong Kong counters with the recent bullish run. So I'll just drop the survey link in the chat. Give me a moment. Okay, so appreciate if you can help in filling the survey form to leave any feedback on today's session. Also feel free to join our Poem 3 community group on technical analysis if you haven't. That one you can like any time of the week and you have any question on it, you can just put over there, then I'll answer. Try to answer it as fast as I can when I see it. Then also can feel free to join our Poems Telegram group at Poems TA as well. I'll post the same TA content over there. So you can just stay connected. Yeah. So that's all for today. Take note of the PPI and CPI data coming out Tuesday, Wednesday night. Have a good trading week ahead as well. Stay safe and see you again next week. Bye bye.